This is not a drill, this is an emergency, this is 100% real, no fake. I can't believe it, but yes, it turns out we have been bamboozled all along. You know, I knew that something like this was gonna come out for 2 weeks, but nobody wanted to tell me because they knew I was gonna expose it the second I heard about it, because that's what I do. Okay, I got my dog in here. She is really hot right now. Right there. Oh my god, here. It's really hot right now. She's old. She cannot survive the heat outside, so she's on air conditioner now. She's a good boy. Okay. Anyway, guys. Wall is leaving Everlook. That is no cap, 100% for real, no fake. Okay, this is his official channel, and we're gonna hear right now what he has to say about this conundrum.
Yeah, so it's really the reason why I'm leaving Everlook, and I put it down into 5 different topics as to why I'm leaving the project, and then a few bullet points for each topic. Basically, I'm not happy with the direction of the project. I don't think that management is really concerned with the game itself or the players, but more so with the structure surrounding the project, and I don't agree with that. I think that the focus should always be on the players and the experience of the gameplay. The management aims to run this project as Blizzard would, and this really includes all the corporate bullshit, which just drains the soul from the experience for the players. I don't agree with that. I think we can do a lot better. We have the ability to do better, and we simply stop ourselves from doing better out of either laziness or
Working fine
the
now.
idea that we need to be like Blizzard. The management has reprimanded me multiple times for doing my job in a way that players enjoy most. They really don't like when I appear in game to fix things, and they'd rather have me remain invisible at all times or do stuff on the dev server. But it's not conducive to my job. It's a waste of my time. You know, I have a lot of stuff that I try and get done during the day, so jumping through these hoops pointlessly is a waste of my time. But players don't like that. Players would rather have the GM appear in front of them and fix the problem right in front of them within 30 seconds of them filing the ticket. So it's like, why would we not do what the players enjoy there? Or
Yes, but management, he is mostly referring to a handful of unpaid Jannies. The same Jannies that ruined Darrowshire, okay? You can have whatever conclusion you want. Did Walls just pull San Medina to a GM island for interview? No, okay, this is Walls' private test server. He uses this server to like mess around with things. He has his own projects. I've been here before, like we did a raid or two in here. It's pretty cool. He has some cool ideas aside from this mess. Okay, yes, he has custom content. That's why the flight form. But yeah, the team at Everlook was very colorful from the start. I had made no silence on saying that it was very stupid to have them and a massive red flag. I just thought it was gonna be like, we're gonna ban some people and be stupid, but apparently it's more than that though.
one thing that really pissed me off, that really made me unhappy with the direction of the project, is that we've let bugs persist for up to 2 weeks at a time, despite being fixed like within the same day on the dev server. I understand that you only want to do 1 restart per week, but when it's the month of the launch and there's still stuff being hammered out, like you have to make an exception for that. I don't expect us during AQ patch to be doing daily restarts to fix shit, but you know, if there's something that's majorly broken and everybody is progressing from 1 to 60, you have 20,000 people leveling from 1 to 60, and all 20,000 people are getting fucking roadblocked on some bullshit issue, like the triage issue is the biggest one. Everybody wants to do first aid, everybody wants.
For everybody that doesn't know, this is true. Arugal, the boss in SFK, the last boss was bugged and you could not do the melee damage to him. You could not do melee damage to that boss. What you had to do was... Oh, what's up, Vincent? He's the guy that organized this interview thing that he did with Wall right there. Well, you couldn't melee damage him again, so you had to like kill it with spells or like bows. It took forever. And apparently he has a solution for that like within the first day, but they wouldn't want to reset the server, so it lasted a while.
Max out their first aid, so to have this quest being broken it's a major problem, and it needs to get fixed right away. Like, we can't put it off for 2 weeks because we're waiting for the next update. Like, it just doesn't work. And frankly, I think that the project is run by people who simply don't understand the essence of the game. They don't understand the spirit of the game and what makes the game such a magical experience, and why people still play it almost 20 years later on emulated private servers. You know, it's like the soul of the game. It's complex, but it's the freedom of choice that players have. I truly don't believe that the management understands that. I think
I mean, no offense, but is he gonna nerd out about the game for 20 minutes instead of telling us what happened?
Think that they're more concerned with maintaining the corporate atmosphere, and they think that, well, if we have the best structure behind the project, then the project will be successful. I don't think that's true. I think V Plus was probably a great example of that. V Plus launched with the same amount of
Rest in
players
peace.
as Everlook, and it's not because they had a bunch of custom stuff. Well, obviously that was the big draw, that they had a bunch of custom stuff, but their management was horrible. Like, it was basically one Russian guy in his basement. They fucking all sorts of issues, and obviously it sucked. It hurt the server, but people didn't join the server thinking that, oh, it's going to be well maintained and managed. No, people joined because they realized it'd be a fun experience. Number 2 on the list, I disagree with the majority of staff decisions, and I've been a very outspoken critic of many of their decisions. Oftentimes, I am the only one on that side of the fence, and the rest of the staff is on the other, and it's led to a lot of internal conflict, which it sucks. But number 1.
By the way, guys, I had to reduce the quality of the video that I'm seeing right here so my internet will not die on the stream. I apologize for that. It's just random footage. It's nothing important. You're gonna have to try to ignore it.
One, I think that we spent way too much time over the summer delaying the project needlessly. I think the project was pushed off too late for no purpose. And
Oh, okay, Mr. Wall. How come you came here and you told me that everything was going to schedule when I said that Everlook was delayed for no reason and I made a video about it, and you came here, you of all people, and you came here and said everything was on schedule and everything was fine? I mean, what happened with that?
the more that I realize it, the reason that it was pushed off so late is very likely because Whitekidney had insider information that Blizzard's contract would be ending with NetEase, and he knew exactly when to launch the server to get the most amount of players. That personally, I don't doubt. That's a personal belief, and I don't have hard evidence of that. But
no, I don't think
it
so.
makes sense. It just makes sense as to why we would pick an arbitrary date, fucking 6 months out from the project opening to launch, when the project could have been launched in the summer. We would have had more players too, I believe, that if we had launched back in like June or July.
Absolutely.
Obviously, there would have been more issues, more bugs, but we would have hammered them out. It wouldn't have been an issue. The idea that we'll be shut down for sharing client links is horse shit. Absolute horse shit. Fucking Ascension WoW, Chronos, Turtle WoW, all the other projects, they all have their own client links. They have torrent links. They have all this other stuff. If you're telling me that we couldn't link a client, like, I don't buy that. I have a client link on my own website, Wallcraft. And when people ask for the client, I've stopped telling them Google it. I just tell them go to Wallcraft and download it from.
Okay, Mr. Wall, this is a little silly. You see, emulation is a gray area of the law. It is maybe, it is sometimes people say it's legal, sometimes say it's no. It is up for debate. I am not a lawyer. Sharing a client for download is 100% illegal. So I'm gonna be with the guy that gives him the benefit of the doubt on this one. And maybe they don't want to distribute the client because they know they will put them for liability and they don't want to deal with that. I am not saying this is what happened, but I'm saying I assume that's what happened because like other servers do have the same policy for that reason.
There, like, it's the fucking client I use. And obviously my website's not shut down yet, so you could say, well, we don't.
Yeah, there's 20 people in your website, homie. I'm sorry.
Blizzard pays attention to us. The fuck are they gonna do? Like, the whole point is this is a private server bootleg project. This is a bootleg copyrighted ripoff of their product. We host the server specifically in France so that they can't shut us down. Like, the idea that they're gonna fucking send a hit squad after you because you've shared a client link is retarded. I think it's just dumb.
That's not how it works.
Like, that one really gets to me because the amount of players who have been turned off from the project simply because they couldn't find an easy accessible client and they've never played before. Like, we're supposed to be bringing in new players who have never experienced the game and have never experienced the magic of World of Warcraft. Not just the private server veterans who have every client patch available on their computer. It's like, you need to think about them people primarily. The ones who are already familiarized with it, you don't really have to worry too much about because they know how it works. Discouraging players from using the 1.14 client is totally pointless. It's a waste of time. We cannot stop the 1.14 client usage without disallowing Mac clients altogether because it uses the same Warden checks. Many players, they simply prefer the 1.14 client. I've never used it myself. When Britannia was first starting to develop Hermes Proxy, I had gotten like the earliest version of it, and this was like back when literally all you could do was just walk around in the game because there was nothing else, nothing else working. That's the only time I've personally used it. I don't like the new client. I never played Classic myself, so I don't even know what the 1.14 client offers me that the 1.12 doesn't. And I run my own custom project that requires custom patches for the 1.12 client, so like obviously I prefer that. But many players do prefer the 1.14, and they wouldn't play the server if they couldn't use the 1.14 client. And there's an active team developing the 1.14 client, and it's the same people who make the server core, and it's the same people who make the anti-cheat, it's the same people who make the Warden modules, so it's like, it's all the fucking same people making the same product. I don't understand why you would restrict usage of one of their products, and you can say, well, it's because it's open to abuse. Dude, if you know how to send, like, fake packets with the 1.14 client, I don't think you're gonna have much of a problem cheating on the old one. Like, and the only real difference is Warden checks, and Warden is the most useless garbage. It's honestly, Warden is fucking pointless. I find no value in Warden aside from like ancient fucking hacks that are like super easy to detect and people still insist on using them. Like, Warden's just pointless. The whole reason that the Russian fan-made 1.12 client works is because they bypass Warden. They bypass Warden by renaming the executable file and then copying it to their client.
Vincent, can you tell me when he starts talking about the server?
And essentially you run the modified client and the fucking Warden checks the wrong client. It doesn't even check the right client. It checks the one with the name WowXE or EXE. Warden is kind of fucking useless. The idea that we need to stop people from using 1.14 because of X, Y, or Z reasons is just horseshit. Really, Whitekidney, I think, wants...
This is my boy Angor in disguise.
Stop people from using 1.14 because he's terrified of Blizzard. And that's a personal issue. I don't give a shit about Blizzard. In fact, like, fuck, if I was in charge of this project, I would give Blizzard the middle finger every fucking day, and they would do nothing about it. I'll tell you that right now. On to the next point, though. Reprimanding us for posting media which talks about Everlook positively is so counterintuitive, and I've been yelled at multiple times for like posting. Radix got yelled at because Asmongold mentioned Everlook in a video, and it was a really positive mention. Asmongold said
it wasn't. Asmongold said servers like Turtle Wow, Darrowshire, or Everlook. He like mentioned it casually one time in a list of other 7 servers. That wasn't a shout out.
Look at Everlook, look at Ascension, look at Turtle
I thought
Wow.
I was the journalist that was sensationalizing things.
As Blizzard, but we're talking thousands of players who still play these games, so obviously there's big interest. And he's like, these people, they are private server developers that do it for free, and it's like such a huge praise to us. And I know he knows about us. I know all these others. Look at Azimus, look at Cargos, look at all these other streamers. They either play the project, or they know about the project, or they talk about the project at some point. So it's like, why would we not want to promote that content? It shines a good light on us. It's counterintuitive. And when we linked that Asmongold shout out video, Whitekidney told us to fucking remove it. And he said that's a big loss. Like a big L, guys, we should delete that clip from Discord. I'm like, why? And he goes, well, it's because they mentioned Turtle Wow too. It's like, fucking serious, dude. It's just, that doesn't make sense. It's counterintuitive. And that's, most of the decisions made by the staff are just so seemingly counterintuitive.
It's ridiculous, right? Because Turtle Wow got in the scandal for Shena stealing all the money, and then this guy steals all the money, but he's like, you know what? No. I have honor amongst thieves. Okay, it's not okay. They took all the money, I didn't get to take enough of the money. You know what that means? No. It's bad. Yeah, screw Shena, freaking casual robber barons. I am the only one here that's allowed to take people's money from China. Yeah, get on.
Intuitive, they don't make sense. Like, why would we not do this? It's a big win for us. I don't understand it. And Occam's razor really follows that it's probably the simplest answer. The fact that it doesn't make sense kind of tells me that there's something else going on background that I'm just not aware of, I guess. It doesn't really sit right with me that we're not trying to like actively promote the fucking project, or that we don't have any type of actual media presence. And it's all the decisions that just don't make sense. We've been reprimanded for directly confronting bot developers on their own website, and this is talking about me. The #1 bot program for World of Warcraft private servers.
Wait, so you just went to like the voting forums and told them like you're a poo-poo head. That's your anti-hack? technology that you designed.
Has explicitly said to his clients, do not use this on Everlook, you will be banned. And he straight up said, and this is like a massive program too, like hundreds of thousands of people using it, or tens of thousands. And he said, the fucking developer, he said, doesn't seem like that they're actually detecting my bot. It just seems like they have really, really good staff members who constantly pay attention to stuff and that they're manually banning people. And he kept telling people, and he's like,
Alexander, I do understand that Canada steal money. They all do. Do you really think they work 16 hours a day for free? I mean, come on. Okay, just because I am so dissatisfied with Blizzard that I'd rather go to some illegal Russian guy to do stuff with and to play that thing instead, that don't mean that everybody's innocent here. They all have a piece on the cake, okay? If you live in a corrupt place like I live in, you know, my beautiful nation of Argentina, you know that if you don't play ball, if you do not play ball, you get walled. Like Wall. Why did Wall leave? Because he didn't want to play ball. If Whitekidney lasted so many years, or if other people lasted so many years, it's because they are playing ball some way. I'm not saying they are like 100% doing something as bad as Shena, but they are all playing ball, because otherwise you do not last long in here. It's a sad reality. It's a sad reality. So what's going on with Everlook? It's been 15 minutes and I still don't know.
It's not hard to see what a bot is or to tell what a bot is. It's more difficult to like automatically detect it, but if a GM is standing there in the starting zone watching people, he can tell who's a fucking bot. So like the staff is ruining the chances of using this on the server, and you probably will be banned, which obviously it can be detected. It's not a mystery that we can easily detect it. It fucking blows up my fucking console all day. So the software's definitely detectable. That's great though. We should be able to detect bots. We should be able to deal with them. And when he had posted that on his botting forum, I literally registered an account. I signed up for that. I fucking made a post and I said, your bot scripts will never work on Everlook. They won't work on Everlook because we actually have staff who care about the game. This isn't Blizzard. This isn't some random Joe Schmo private server. I said, we constantly watch. We constantly check. We have the most sophisticated tools to detect bots, but we don't even need those because I sit here for 10 hours a day watching every single starting zone, every single player. And if another player sees a bot, all they have to do is message me on Discord. I will ban them within 30 seconds. I will jump on the game. I'll go to the bot. I'll see that it's a bot and I'll ban them. I'll ban their whole IP and I'll ban all the accounts associated with them. And I'll even look up the accounts that are similar to their name. And, oh, just because your name was Greg224 and there's an account named Greg226, like, who the fuck do you think that is? I know right away, and I'm just going to ban them all. And then you can complain after. So it's like being proactive, being very, very active and on top of the ball is what makes it work. And I was reprimanded though. I was reprimanded for making that post on his forum. And he said, we don't want to be unprofessional. We want to look professional, and to go there and make fun of these botters is a bad look on us, and that doesn't make sense.
That is so stupid. That is so stupid. Like, you're kidding? Like, if I was him, dude, I would literally, if I was Whitekidney, I would literally take the screenshot of Wall making fun of them and taunting them, and I would be like, bothers, we are not afraid. And then, of course, you know, behind the scenes, you do take their money and not ban them. But come on, man, that would be such a good PR move. What kind of idiot thinks that's a bad PR move?
Like, these people, I want to drive the nail. I want to drive the hammer head into the nail so hard that the fucking thing blows out the other side of the board, you know? And I want all these people who are saying, hey, I just got banned on 4 accounts for botting and I was only level 5. And well, then the lead developer of the server shows up and says, yeah, I banned you myself because I was watching, because I fucking watch everything. Like, that puts it in their mind that it doesn't work. And it's so discouraging to all botters to even persist and continue. So to tell me that that's unprofessional, like, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. And it has the opposite effect. When you tell me delete that post and then they see that the post is fucking deleted and they say, oh, that was weird, whatever. It doesn't make sense. It's counterintuitive. Yeah, and reprimanding me for banning bots. I've been reprimanded. In fact, all staff members have been reprimanded from banning bots. And this is something that people should be aware of. I didn't really want to discuss this internally, but for the first week, I spent every fucking minute of the game just constantly watching for cheaters and botters and anything I could find. I banned hundreds of people on the first week. like straight up hundreds of people. And I serviced hundreds of tickets, 500 tickets in the first week. I banned like 300 botters. And then after the first week, Whitekidney comes around and says, hey, stop banning bots. We're just going to collect names on a list and then do a big ban wave so we can catch all their accounts, which is a good idea. Ban waves are really effective. The problem is when you're yelling at people for banning bots and then you make everybody put it on a list, people get lazy. It's a lot easier when you see the bot in-game and you ban them than putting it on a fucking list and letting it fester on a list for a week and then trying to pull off a ban wave. Like, a lot of the accounts didn't even get caught in the ban wave, and then once the ban wave was over, nobody was writing down names and nobody was banning bots. So during the second...
Okay, to give Whitekidney the benefit of the doubt, because you kinda have to, even though we all know like the kinds of stuff that go on servers like this, to give him the benefit of the doubt, ban waves, why are bans in waves? Most people do not understand this. If you ban a bot the second he starts botting, not only he doesn't waste as many resources, like if you got like a guy that has to get to 60 and farm gold, right, and you ban them when they are level 1 versus you ban them when they are level 30, they wasted like so many more resources and time getting to level 30 just to get nothing of it, that it is more damaging to the bot industry as a whole. And another thing, that this is probably the main reason that ban waves are a thing in most games, is that if a bot gets banned instantly the second they start botting, it is very easy for the botter to figure out, oh, they are detecting me every time I do this. If you are active for a week and like you get banned in a ban wave, it is very hard to see what moment of the week gave me away that I was a bot. Right? That is the main reason for ban waves. I am not saying that Whitekidney had good intent doing this, mind you, but ban waves do make sense, and there's reasons to do ban waves. My problem with Vanilla WoW, with Classic WoW, sorry, was that it wasn't that Blizzard did ban waves. That wasn't my problem. My problem was that they didn't do enough ban waves. That's a different thing.
Second week, botting exploded on the server, and I think a lot of players saw that. They said, wow, there's no bots during the first week, and then the second week there was just an insane amount of bots. The entire server was infested. And the reason for that is because we were being reprimanded for banning bots. We were being told multiple times. We had our asses slapped for fucking banning bots. In fact, multiple times I would log on, there would be no GMs online, I'd ban a bot, and then I'd wake up the next day for a fucking bitchy message on Discord. Hey, why are you banning bots? It's like, they're fucking cheating, dude. Like, who cares? Just get rid of them. The reason I logged on to fucking ban them was because somebody messaged me about it. So clearly players are seeing this, and it's a bad reflection on us. I can understand if like these are just a big massless name that aren't interacting with players, they're just doing dungeons or something like that, and people don't actually have to see it and deal with it. But when you have 20 bots in a starting zone killing all the mobs, like, and people see this, they're gonna fucking log off and not come back. Like, it needs to be dealt with immediately. Can't wait a week or two to fucking ban them because they've already done damage. They've already sold gold, and it gets laundered so heavily too that, yeah, sure, you might catch an extra 10% more people who are buying gold from a ban wave, but you've just let fucking 50,000 gold into the game for no reason, and now everything's devalued. Fucked up. So I don't agree with that. I think my strategy of playing RoboCop and flying around the zone, just zapping bots all day like a fucking maniac, I think that's way more effective. I think it strikes fear in the hearts of players when they can't even get past the fucking Northshire Abbey without getting banned because there's somebody watching.
Having a GM be visible is great. Not really because the bots are more afraid of him. That's stupid. But like having people see, wow, they are really putting in work here, they are really paying attention, they are really doing something, you know, like this is kind of like a politics thing that most politicians understand, that when there's a problem, even if you don't have a solution for the problem, as long as you do something, as random as it is, a lot of people are gonna be like calming down. Like, if there's an earthquake and you got no solution for the destruction of the earthquake, but you say, oh, we're gonna start this program of blah, 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 and you show up and do like a couple speeches, like, a lot of people are gonna be like that, and they are gonna be, okay, they are taking care of us, everything is fine. Okay?
And brings me on to the next point, different point entirely. We over-moderate chats. Almost all staff members are self-described leftist / socialist or communist.
Yes.
Almost all on the staff. Out of like the 20 members, I'd say maybe like half of them are pretty hard in terms of left.
They came from Darroshire. I talked about this when that happened, and it is... you know, it is pretty, whatever your political stance is, okay? Like, you make a single joke about Turks and you get banned. That was the way it happened in Darrowshire, and that's the way it's happening here.
This leftism, European liberalism, communism or socialism or something further on the spectrum, but the typical censorship that you'd expect from them is very obvious and it's apparent. I'm one of the only Americans on the team. Gummy is American, and yeah, I think just me and Gummy really are the only Americans. So, and he's just a crash fixer, so he doesn't really interact with chat or anything like that. I can immediately tell that these people don't really understand the concept of true freedom, and like freedom is one of the main draw points of WoW. Is personal freedom. You get to go in the game and you get to be whatever you want. If you want to be a piece of shit and kill the same guy over and over and over until he quits the server, well, yeah, you're a dick, but that's the appeal of the game. You know, it's the draw of the game is that you have personal freedom to be whoever you want. And I understand that there.
Chat, I'm gonna make a poll right now before my internet goes out again. Okay, we're gonna do a poll. How many of you think that after this server dies, Radix will try to shoehorn himself into the staff to be the Johnny of somebody else? Okay. Okay. Just wanna gauge your opinion in there. If you can give me do me the favor.
There has to be a level of professionalism to be conducive, and I believe fully that the rule should be don't say what you wouldn't say outside of a place of employment. Like, that's that simple. The world chat in game should be monitored, but really no other chats need to be monitored for language. If somebody called you the gamer word in your dungeon group, put them on ignore. It's that simple. Like, if somebody was using a naughty word that you don't like. I have so many fucking people, obviously, every day message me, well, this guy called me the bad word. Ban him immediately. And it's like, dude, just put him on ignore. Yeah, well, he's going to say it to somebody else. It's like, well, they can put him on ignore too. Like, you have an in-game function like that, and I can't police chat in every facility.
You know what's the saddest part? Like, I do agree. Public channels should be moderated because they are public channels, and if you have a lot of stupid shit going on your public channel, you cannot use it for what it's intended to, like making groups and selling stuff, right? Because like if you want to sell stuff and like there's like people talking stupid stuff on their channel all the time, you cannot do that. You cannot find a group because your channel, your message is going to be buried in stupid stuff. But like they have only the intention of like banning people saying stuff they don't agree with or like people being mean. They had no intention of like stopping people misusing the channels on any other way. Because if they were like, okay, gonna give you the way I would draw this line. From now on in World Chat, if you use World Chat for something that isn't making a group or selling things, you're gonna be muted for a couple minutes because you're wasting the space in the chat for something that this channel isn't for. Like, that's the way I would do it. That would also get rid of all the people saying mean stuff and everything at the same time, because that's not what World Chat was for. But they just chose that to like get rid of all the people saying mean stuff, like whatever they found. Sometimes even very small slides. And yeah, that was it. Then they left. The rest of the channel was basically a wasteland of like people shit posting. They didn't care about like the actual usability of the channels. They just wanted to get those people banned.
The Discord though, holy shit, man. During the summer, the amount of fucking censorship and over-moderation completely killed off the Discord for a hot minute. We used to be so busy and so active, and then we started cracking.
We had a media channel, okay? First you could post pictures in general, then they said no because it's taking too much space. They made that channel to post pictures, and they removed that channel. So if you had a screenshot of something cool that you did, good luck, man. You cannot do that anymore. 30,000 people in the Discord, nobody can chat in it. Because some people, you know, two guys dropped a picture of a dick in it and we all have to pay the price for that, you know. It couldn't be that guy gets banned like 2 hours later when a moderator finds it, okay? Like if 3 people have to see something they don't want to see, we gotta stop it for 30k people. 30,000 people don't get to enjoy anything else anymore because 2 people have more power than 30,000 people. This is why I hate over moderation. This is why I hate, not because I think it's like those people are right, okay? I think those stupid. No sane person here, I like to believe, no sane person here wants chat to turn into 4chan, right? The thing that happens is that when you run a server like that, when you have to take stances against those people 24/7 and do radical stuff like that, like shutting down the chat, You are giving power to those two assholes. Those two assholes are given all the power to be as shitty as possible against those other 30,000 people. You are rewarding them for being shitty when you remove the whole channel because of the actions of two people. It is so stupid.
Down on just ridiculous stuff. And again, I understand things like spam or stuff that's illicit or illegal content, stuff like that, or stuff that's, obviously crosses a line. But I have screenshots of them fucking renaming people in game. The one guy, his name was Biden Cheated.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Okay, we might be lagging. Like the stream is lagging. Do you want to
about it, buddy?
Do you want to like synchronize with me or something? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to.
No, don't worry about it. I'll just put in the 2 cents that you got. I'm just.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay.
You're gonna have to play fucking retail now.
I said before, I am hyped for Cataclysm Classic, and ironically, I like Cataclysm. I think it's better than Rad.
Yeah, so.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the link of the room. Right here. Yeah, you cannot see the link of the room. Okay, I was scared that somebody would grief us. We're fine. Just don't share this link and we're gonna be fine.
Gotcha.
Okay, minute 17, minute 18, okay.
So you just pretty much started watching, correct?
No, I had internet issues. I kinda got delayed. Okay. Can you see it now? In the link?
Oh, yep. Let's meet on Watch together. Oh, I'm so excited, buddy.
Okay, can you see it now
The
or
fall
not?
of Everlook with one of my best friends, yes.
Okay, yeah, like, this is what I told you, that people kept telling me, man, watch out, there's something gonna happen, but nobody wanted to see me, to tell me what happened, because they knew I was gonna do this. They all knew I was gonna do it. They know that I don't leave a single head unchopped. Oh my god.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, boys.
So, what are you gonna level up in retail? Yeah, keep the video going.
Night elf female druid. No, hunter.
Illicit or illegal content, stuff like that, or stuff that's, obviously crosses a line. But I have screenshots of them fucking renaming people in game. The one guy, his name was Biden Cheated, and they renamed his character because it went against the terms of service. But I don't see any pro-leftist names, political pro-leftist names being removed. I don't see the fucking AOC Mr. Who-Wat guy, his AOC profile picture. I don't see that getting removed. If somebody had an account named Trump Lied, I doubt that would be renamed because these people are leftists and their personal opinions shine through. I'm not a leftist. I don't want to say I'm not very political. I'm like a fucking weird esotericist political person. I'm a Ted Kaczynski kind of guy. Put it that way. So like the or left, right.
You hear that?
Political appeal to me or apply.
You hear that?
Yep. He just made a Ted Kaczynski reference.
Yeah, you know the you got it wrong by idolizing them starter pack. Okay, I hate to be that guy because I am siding with this guy because he has a point and he has to drop Ted Kaczynski into this now. I am gonna look like a psychopath.
He had a good idea, but just because you want to go live out in the woods, you don't have to be, you don't have to bomb people.
Yeah, just because you have like a couple ideas about society, you don't have to blow up buildings. Like,
yeah, for fuck's sake, just go on a camping trip.
Yeah, I don't know, get laid, go talk to some people, make
go
a book, write a book.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, who of these people are gonna be like, okay, he blew up at school, so this guy, obviously, I should take him seriously now. Who the hell would be that?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Good point, buddy.
Yeah. I am sorry if you get offended by me, like, poking fun at it, but you gotta understand, like, if you unironically, like, refer to yourself as a Ted Kaczynski guy, that is pretty cringe, man. That is pretty cringe.
Appeal to me or apply to me. But I don't believe in censorship. I'm an American. I believe in free speech. I believe if you want to have Biden Cheated as your fucking in-game name, like, that's fine. And personally, if I had my way, this server was originally supposed to be RP PvP for the purpose of being able to justify when we have to rename somebody like that, because it's out of game. It's referencing something in the real world, and we don't want to bring the real world into the game. We want to keep the game in the game, because this is where people come to escape oftentimes, the real world. So I understand that mentality, and that's totally acceptable. That's not restricting freedom of speech, because you have the rule set upon which it's agreed that we don't break kayfabe there. So, don't break the fourth wall in the game there. But they didn't. They didn't want to do the RP tag because they thought it would be too much like Turtle WoW. So RP PvP was a no-go.
It's always Turtle WoW. Like Whitekidney's excuse for everything he does is that's Turtle WoW's fault.
Rent free.
Yeah, like... No, I was saying that, right? I was literally saying that, like... if you were playing Boulder for 6 years and like you came out of that unscathed, there is no way in hell you didn't play ball. Okay, I'm not saying he was as bad as Shena, I'm not saying he was as corrupt as Shena, but if you don't play ball, you don't survive in this community for that long. Okay, he was definitely playing ball in some way. So now to be here and be like, no, okay, this guy that steals, he didn't steal the right way. There's no honor amongst thieves with that thief, so I'm not gonna be able to... You cannot even mention her anymore.
PvP, and obviously you can't really justify enforcing rules like that at that point. But again, like, it's just over moderation that kills off the community. It doesn't need to happen. It just doesn't need to happen. And if I had my way, we would have one Discord channel and people could just fucking spam all day in it. I wouldn't care.
I don't know about that one.
In it, I wouldn't care. That's how I would do it. On to the next point, though.
You don't understand yet. He's a Ted Kaczynski kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You have to have some kind of moderation. Like crap, man. I don't want to come into the Everlook Discord to see what's going on with the community and having like 10,000 people with learning disabilities spamming the gamer word. That's not...
Let's be real, guys. Will my face melt if I see an N-word in a chat? No. Here's the problem. If you do not moderate a chat at all, what's gonna happen is that your chat will become nothing but the N-word. That's the problem, okay?
Yeah. Because what is that? Isn't that like a theory or something like that?
I got no idea if it's a theory, but like the way I see it is like people see one guy saying some messed up thing and they are like, I should say something more messed up to one-up him. And people try to one-up each other until the server becomes nothing but a competition of who is the edgiest.
Yes. And yeah, that happens.
You have to moderate a server. You cannot just not moderate a server. Like, as much as I get mad at Janice all the time because they are unreasonable, you do need moderation on a server. Let's be honest.
Yes, 100%.
Banning players for emergent gameplay is completely wrong. The whole Angor situation was such a fuck up. And that was like one of the many straws on the camel's back that really pissed me off. I want to make it very clear that I'm not an Angor fan. I don't consider myself friends with him. I've talked to him on the project a few times, but I did.
Okay. Dude, you even deleted... Somebody stole Angor's name, right? You know this game, yeah. I think you know. Like,
and Wall got Angor his name back.
Yeah. Not friends, by the way. Not friends. Angor then just went insane and burned every bridge he had, including Wall.
As far as I'm concerned, I guess not.
Yeah, like Angor, then Angor went insane and burned every bridge he had, but 100% they were friends, okay? Like, come on, man. That was a weird favor.
Didn't even know about him up until this project. And that's because I'm always one of the fucking top 10 people to level 60, and I've never had to deal with him personally in the game. Like, he's never affected my gameplay, so I don't care. And I understand the frustration that he brings, but that's part of the game. And if there is emergent gameplay, then it should be addressed, if it needs to be addressed, directly within the game, not by reprimanding or punishing players. If a player is not cheating, and they're not hacking, and they're not botting, and they're not abusing bugs, or doing anything illegal, or RMT, or anything like that, then they should never be banned. Just straight up never should be banned. And that is true. Actually Blizz-like, that mentality, because I can tell you all about my experiences back in original TBC or Wrath of the Lich King, where you have a fucking notorious piece of shit on the server, and he would do the same thing every day, like back in Emerald Dream days.
Not even that, guys. Like, Looking back at that Light's Hope, it feels like yesterday. It was 6 years ago, man. Look at Northdale. There was this Russian guy called Red Ridge Boss that did absolutely nothing but just gang people in Red Ridge 24/7 and ruined the zone. He made the zone unusable for the entire alliance all day, 12 hours a day. Okay? He never got banned. He never got warned. He never got a single reprimand. And now it's a big deal.
In Wrath of the Lich King, there was a guy on the server. He was a Tauren shaman named Vegan. And every half an hour, he would go into Ironforge and he would kill the auctioneers, and then he would drink a flask of petrification and then queue into a battleground. So you could never kill him. And he would fucking constantly do this. He would do this every half an hour, nonstop. Like, you could not use the auction house in Ironforge. And that was the whole point. It was to destroy the auction house in Ironforge so you couldn't actually use it. And you had to go to a different city then. It's like, that's emergent gameplay. That's part of the game. It's obviously allowed within the game. If it wasn't allowed, you wouldn't be able to attack those NPCs or do any of this shit. And if it's not intended by the developers, first should be able to fix it instead of banning the players or saying, well, this is the line that we.
By the way, Wall came up with a good solution for this. He just gave the traitor more HP. You know, that way there's no need for moderation, there's no need to ban anybody. The traitor just gets a little more HP, and you cannot just one-shot the traitor, and you actually gotta fight the alliance if you wanna kill it. And Angor then got mad because he said that was alliance bias, which is hilarious because then again Wall went out of his way to do him so many favors, and all of a sudden Wall is a traitor too.
He's gone too far for somebody else.
Yeah.
So now he is an enemy.
He just gave the traitor 1,000 more HP and he was like, this is unplayable. I quit.
Rip.
Guys, like a little side note here, but Angor's, what he claimed to us was that he was killing the traitor so he could taunt the alliance into fighting us. And the second the alliance started fighting us, he would literally not fight them just to kill the traitor. That was his strategy after that. And we were like, we're gonna pound some news, we're gonna kill some alliance, and then he's like, no guys, kill the traitor. And if we were in a battle, in like a 40v40 battle, and the traitor got through, he would get so upset. It didn't matter if we killed 30 alliance in a single go, he would get so upset, dude. So upset. You can check out Gian's stream. He streamed a lot of battles. I wasn't online on most of them, like, because like it kept getting laggy at that time.
Well, I mean, now it seems like I'm gonna have to make a rest in peace Everlook video. For God's sake, I just wanted to play. Why can't we have nice things?
And
now I don't want to bring like
all about it when I see you again.
And it's just so serendipitous, and it's just like the icing on the cake. That, oh God, like this wall video. Can we please keep watching it?
You can
my
hit
heart
play.
is on the floor. I can hit play.
Yeah, on
guys,
the bottom
watch
left
this.
corner.
Now, Medina, put your hands up so people can see that you're not the one hitting play. Look at this, guys.
We put in the sand, and it's
you see that?
Totally arbitrary. There's no determination,
Technology.
which is what the current rules are. And then say, well, they get banned for that after they cross the line. And it's not so much Angor getting banned. The reason why he was banned was because he was warned by a GM and then persisted in it. The problem is he was warned in the first place. No, he should never have been warned. If there's an issue with him killing the Defias Trader escort NPC, well, then we should just fix that. I should increase the health, which is what I've done against the wishes of the staff.
One thing I will say
about
the Defias Trader NPC, one thing I will say about that is it created amazing raid battles. 40v40 raid battles in friggin' Westfall, man.
Yeah, that's why I was so upset at Angor when he like gave up the 40v40 battles just to kill the traitor instead.
I know.
Like
that was the icing on the cake. That was the best part.
Yeah, that was what we wanted to do. We all wanted to just kill some alliance and have some fun, which I think the alliance wouldn't have minded that much either if we were just fighting them instead of griefing the traitor.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter either way, but like regardless, both sides had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
You actually have a chance to kill Angor before he kills the traitor, and you can complete the quest, which is the best solution. And he can complain about it. Angor can cry, and he's made several videos crying. Oh, they gave it more HP. I can't one shot. It's like, yeah, well, you can fucking cry all day. Nobody cares. But the fact that you got banned for doing something that you were able to fully do within the game is horrible. Like that right there, that moment right there was the real moment that I realized, all right, this, like, I'm not going to be around here forever. I totally disagree with that. And that's not just because of the decision, but because the amount of backlash that I got from the staff directly for speaking up about it and for unbanning Angor. I was the one who unbanned Angor, and I unbanned him within the first 20 minutes of me immediately after finding out. When I found out, it was like 20 minutes after the incident. People were talking about it. I'm like, wait, Angor got banned? What? And I looked at it, and Torvon was standing there, and Torvon was the guy who banned him. Torvon's chill. He's pretty cool. So I told him, I'm like, oh, dude, we just fucked up. Like, we can't be doing that. And he's like, wait, what? Well, he was told not to. I'm like, dude, trust me, like, we cannot be doing this. It's gonna fucking blow up in our faces. He's like, oh, okay. So I unbanned him, and no problem. But then a dumb bro comes back and says, you know, you're overriding our authority. You're not a GM. You're just a developer. Don't, you know, stay in your lane, kind of thing. And you know.
It's hilarious. Like, Wall is like literally the only guy that's still putting in work here, and they treat him like a dog. I mean, he has a huge ego.
Well,
he has a huge ego. I'm not gonna say no. Like, that is pretty obvious from what you can see here. But like, they are treating him like a dog, dude.
I know, and I think it's the communist ethos, like he was saying earlier, how politics like get involved, and I don't know, man.
They want to roleplay Stalin.
Horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. It's like really fucked up.
It really is.
He was, yeah.
I don't want to personally attack a dumb bro, but him and Whitekidney I'll never work with again. And personally, I'd probably never work with anybody on the staff again. No offense there, but I'm a lone wolf on that. I'd rather work by myself. I don't feel like it's very conducive to have a big fucking staff of people when I can just do it myself. But yeah, I'll definitely never work with Whitekidney or a dumb bro again. A dumb bro he's an HR corporate type. He imagines himself as the head of HR for Blizzard. He would make a really good DMV employee. I'll tell you that. And for him, it's about exercising authority and ensuring that the power structure stays in a way that's conducive to him. So, like me,
he would get 300 people to get a license, and everybody would walk out with no license. And then you're like, here's $20, and you got a trucking license, a bike license, a snowmobile license, a pimp mobile license.
Well, I'm not gonna bullshit you, man. This is the kind of vibes that I was feeling. Like, the launch was pretty good, and then after a few weeks, I felt something. The server felt weird. And to be frank with you, like, I haven't played in a while simply because go into the game and just open up your mailbox. I encourage you.
Oh yeah, it's full of spam. It's full of
spam, gold selling spam, and it's just such a kick in the balls, man.
And that only started like 3 weeks in or 2 weeks in. That wasn't a thing a lot.
I know.
Like, Wallis was saying earlier that he used to ban all the bots, and then Whitekidney told him not to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that part. That is... I don't know, man.
Oh, my lord.
Whatever it is. Let's keep watching.
Unbanning Angor and overriding a GM's decision as a developer was such a fucking fiasco. I just didn't hear the end of it, and I heard nonstop crying and whining. And I will say this again, I will say it as I have always said, if Angor didn't have like a fucking meltdown and turn everybody against him by being a crybaby, he easily could have fucking killed the server. Like,
we would have rioted until they unbanned them. We did it in Darrowshire. We did it in Darrowshire. We didn't let people level in the Alliance for 10 days. More a week. It was more or less a week. But like, we literally made the zone unusable until they unbanned them. Okay? And Angor just had a mental breakdown and ruined it, and that didn't happen. I talked to Wall about this. Like, he agreed with me on that part. Like, I told him, isn't it funny that Angor going insane saved the server? And he literally said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, I loved that idea, and I still completely disagree with the fact that the GMs are banning somebody from something that's solvable from within the game. You can complete quests as a party. As a matter of fact, you can complete quests as a raid. So why the hell wouldn't you I just can't. It baffles me that there are in-game solutions to these problems, and then
modern
these
problems
people are crying.
Require modern solutions.
Yeah, like why can't you figure it out as the player? I don't know.
I don't know, like, is it any less damaging to the game that that one guy that was standing on the entrance of Stone Talon and not letting anybody enter the zone, for example? Is it any more game damaging? Is it any more fun
no.
ruining? It's the
No, it
same
was
shit.
yeah, it's the same shit.
And
You
I'm not
party
saying
up,
that.
you get through, you pump a
Yeah.
healer.
And
No.
I am not saying that guy should be banned either, by the way. I'm saying you, like, when you start, like, hand-picking who you ban for that reason, like, where do you draw the line? Are you willing to deal with other
Exactly.
people complaining, like, because that's what's gonna happen. People are gonna be like, if you ban him, why didn't you ban him, and him? And it's gonna be like a 24/7 shitstorm of people wanting everybody banned.
Exactly. And when you're talking about these bans and these balances made to the gameplay by like, interrupting as a developer or a GM, like it interrupts the work. It interrupts everything in the world. Like
Absolutely.
increasing the health was a good idea. And I remember specifically, they had the trader kite back even while sheeped. And that was it was fun.
He
But it's
got
a
so
goddamn shame.
powerful he soloed Hogger.
Yeah, it's a goddamn shame all this is happening.
Oh my god. We should try
Really
that now
is.
because they buffed him so much he can probably just kill any mob. He could probably fight Stitches now.
Yeah, we could
We could
make him
try that.
solo Orgrimmar.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, let's hit play.
We didn't have all the Chinese players. We only had 2,000 people online, and we had 2,500 people, and then we lost 500 people after Angor got banned because people thought, oh, okay, well, it's just gonna be a dumb fucking Darrowshire type situation. So we got really, really lucky that we got flooded with players at the same time, and that he self-destructed because he could have easily whipped up a fucking mob and destroyed the server. This is just a terrible decision, absolutely terrible decision. And again, this is like reaching back to the point that I talked about earlier in the video, is that they say, well, the decisions need to be made by staff and consulted, except when they're made by us. Then they don't. Like, that's just so fucking aggravating. Like, this is obviously developer territory. If there's a fucking issue in the game that needs to be addressed, I will address it as a developer. If there's an issue in game as a GM that needs to be addressed, you can address it as a GM. But if you wanna have that mentality that, well, we need to have a powwow about any decision, well, it's got to be a two-way street. You can't just say that about development decisions and then do whatever you want as a GM because you've made up the rules without vote. It's just that's not right. That's not democracy, and I'm not a fan of democracy. But if you're gonna pretend that we have a fucking democracy, you at least gotta abide by.
I see some EP energy, not gonna lie. You don't say, Suki boy, you don't say. Oh, there's like a huge ego battle ruiner right here. You don't say.
The rules of it. And that's certainly not how it works. The idea that breakable things should remain in game because no changes is just pure autism. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but like the Defias trader having an extra 1,000 health so he can't be one shot, so I don't have to deal with fucking hundreds of tickets a week, is the easiest solution, and nobody gets banned. So like, just don't cry about it. Sorry.
Okay, let me, Alexander, so you got a good point. Like, when other people are involved, you messing up their gameplay shouldn't be allowed. I kinda agree with that in a certain point. Like, it's my position that most of world PvP in World of Warcraft is nothing but griefing. Like, here's
That's
the thing,
what
though.
it is.
I think you shouldn't address it in the sense of banning whoever abuses the game mechanics in their favor. You should fix the game mechanic, like Wall did. That people are one-shotting the trader. Let's give the trader more HP so they cannot do it anymore. There you go. That's a compromise.
Yeah, people are kiting him. Maybe we can guide him back to the location slowly,
it's just like
even while he's sheeped.
3 lines of code and it's fixed. You put a
It was
range.
immersive as fuck.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's so silly. It's so silly to like ban people over it when that's a balance problem. Not that is a game implementation problem, not a disciplinary problem.
Something's fucked up.
That's my disagreement with it. Not that it should be a thing.
Up and broken, I will absolutely fix it. I will never ever listen to, well, it needs to stay broken because no changes. No, like that's not how I view the game. And if you want it that way, you can go fucking make your own broken version of the game and just enjoy dealing with fucking hundreds and hundreds of tickets. But I will do it in the most simple solution. And this brings me back to another example too. The whole idea that GMs don't really care about anything besides flexing authority. I got a DM one night from a vMangos developer. He plays the server, and he said, hey, there's a safe spot in Booty Bay Inn. Can you come take a look at it? There's a guy who's able to stand on the bridge inside the inn, and the guards can't reach him. They don't have line of sight there. So I'm like, yeah, I'll come take a look at it. Immediately I log on. I go there, and I see a Dumbro and Torvon just standing there watching this guy safe spot. And they literally are just standing there for like 5 fucking minutes watching this guy safe spot. And I'm busy. I'm busy working on bug fixes. I only responded because a player messaged me, and I respond to all messages that I receive personally, so no problem there. But I'm busy. I don't have time to waste. And GM procedure is to issue a warning and then pull them into Viper Room and then consult them and say, this is why you're getting punished, and then issue the punishment and then file the paperwork. And it's like a fucking 10-minute process. It's like a 10.
With that part, I agree. I think, like, yeah, there's too much bureaucracy, but I think that should be the thing, right? Like, when you're safe spotting or abusing a bug, they should be like, stop it right now or you get banned. You shouldn't just outright ban him, you know? Like, if somebody's botting, you should outright ban him because, like, they are botting. Like, that's not like, oh, I didn't know I shouldn't bot. But when you're, like, climbing onto a place you're not supposed to because of a bug, and you should be warned first. I don't think they should ban you without a warning on that case.
10-minute process out of my day to go fucking spank this idiot standing on the bridge and killing people. And I don't have time for that, okay? Like, I'm busy, and I find it to be an absolute waste of my time. And if you want to waste your time because your time is really worthless otherwise, that's fine, but I value mine. And I think you should value yours too, because, you know, there's a lot of tickets in the queue, and wasting 10 minutes to fucking reprimand some guy safe spawning is a waste of time. So they're standing there, though, and I'm like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. So I spawned a guard patrol on the bridge, just a Booty Bay bruiser, and he's patrolling on the bridge now. It fixed the safe spot. It break the fucking line of sight on the bridge. So the player was obviously a little pissed. He's like, oh, okay, well, I guess the GM's ruined that one, whatever. And then he went away. Yeah, no big deal, whatever, problem solved. I get a fucking message immediately from a dumb bro telling me that is not how we handle things. We had already issued a warning, and we were waiting to see him do it.
If you don't stop, we have no choice but to ask you nicely again.
Yes. I mean, how hard would it be just to take a screenshot of them, say they've been warned, and then put like a warning page on Discord?
Yeah, it's like a freaking spreadsheet. You just put his name in there and you said, we warned him not to do this. If you catch him again, he's banned. Okay, that's the way I would do it. Like, you teleport him out of the place, you tell him, if you go back there, you get banned. And if he does it again, he gets banned. Because, like, totally, some people like exploring the game, and sometimes you encounter a bug you shouldn't encounter, and, like, it's not necessarily malicious intent. But if they tell you, don't do this again or you get banned, you get banned. I think that's...
Yeah.
Like, that's... Yeah. Because, guys, sometimes bugs happen. It doesn't matter how good you are, a bug is going to happen eventually. And if some guy is maliciously abusing the bug, instead of reporting it or something, yeah. How dare you bring in solutions to a problem?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
EU things. Just EU things.
Quit again so we can ban him. And it's like, holy
you gotta
fuck,
do your
dude, that
paperwork.
right there just tells me you don't actually care about fixing the problem. You want to flex authority. Like, you could have fixed it by spawning a guard in 7 seconds and call it a day. Problem solved. But instead you wanted to issue a warning, and then issue the final warning, and then issue the ban. It's like, why? Like, it's a fucking waste of your time. It's obviously easy to figure out why. It's because authority. Flexing authority. Meanwhile, the player who I fixed, the player who was on the bridge safe spotting, doesn't know who spawned the guard, doesn't know who fucking put a guard there. Problem was solved within 10 seconds. So it's like, that right there, that pissed me off. Yeah, after that, I messaged Whitekidney because it was like the 4th time me being yelled at by fucking a dumb bro for some horseshit corporate red tape rule. I told Whitekidney, I said, I don't ever want to hear a fucking word from him. And I told Whitekidney I'm done banning bots and I'm done filing tickets because I'm just so sick of having to deal with all this bureaucratic bullshit. It's not conducive to the project. It's not conducive to actually running stuff. Like, I understand you have to have a set of rules that people follow, but like, okay, we're all infested with bots now because people don't want to take the fucking 10 minutes that it takes to file the paperwork to ban a bot, a level 4 bot. That, like, you just ban them and it problem solved. Well, you didn't add the...
That reminds me of the Argentine education system. You know how, like, school districts get, like, it's probably the same in America. School districts get, like, metrics that they gotta meet, otherwise they don't, like, they get in trouble. Like, I don't know, you gotta have, like, a certain percentage of kids that passed every grade. You gotta have, like, a certain...
Yeah.
The way they do it is if a teacher sees a kid that is not doing anything, that doesn't care, and he just doesn't want to study or behave or anything, if you fail that kid and if you make him repeat a grade because he's not studying or whatever,
it looks bad.
That looks bad on the spreadsheet. So what they do is that you gotta do like 3 months worth of paperwork to get that kid expelled or like miss a grade or whatever. So what that makes is that teachers are like, I am not gonna waste 3 months of my life over making this kid fail the grade. Okay, I think he should fail, but I'm not gonna waste my life over it, so I won't. And that's how they make it look like, you know.
I think it's really interesting how communists and socialists in general are so crappy at running nations, but they're really good at documenting how crappy they are.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, like red tape is by a design, it's a feature, not a bug. They put red tape on things they don't like so people don't have to deal with that.
Good way to put it.
You don't want to ban, you cannot ban guns because people get mad. How about we make it really hard to get a gun? Problem solved. You know, repeat every issue you got. Like Republicans do this too, by the way. Like,
oh yeah.
You don't like abortion, we make it very hard to go to an abortion clinic. You gotta prove that it was like abuse or something. You know, like that's also a thing. Like it's not just a left-wing thing, but that's the way it works. You know, when you put red tape on something you don't like, people don't get directly upset at you, but you have the same effect. China, we don't want people leaving the country because it sucks. We're gonna make it really hard to get a passport, but technically it is legal to leave, you know?
Ban note, and if he files appeal on the website, and then we got a review, it's like, fucking A, dude, come on. Yeah, I'm a little salty about that still, because the first week I put in so much time and effort answering tickets and banning bots and just got nothing but bullshit thrown at me. And it's just like, okay, but like none of the actual players are unhappy, only the botters are, and you're on the side of the botters at that point in that argument. You know? All right, well, that's wrapping up the point on the list of why I disagree with the majority of the staff decisions. Number 3 on the list is I believe that the project is mismanaged. Just like severely mismanaged. I really do. We're severely understaffed for current population. A majority of the time when I'm online, I am the only staff member online. We have like 6 or 7 active GMs. We need a lot more. You know, we need 30 active GMs just to deal with the amount of fucking people we have right now. And they don't need to be high-ranking GMs. They don't need to be able to fly around and spawn shit. They just need to be able to answer tickets or moderate chat. It's that simple. Remove gold spam from chat and answer tickets. We can pick any trustworthy player that we see and know, which we should know, and I know myself who would make a good candidate for that. Like, we should just pick 20 players and say, all right, you have the ability to mute people for gold spam in chat. Don't abuse it. We know when you use it, so don't abuse it. And that would solve the problem. The tickets, we have 1,000 tickets in the queue. We could give 5 players the ability to answer tickets and just say, all right, all you got to do is just read the ticket. If it's something that a GM can address, just forward it to a GM. If it's not, then we can just get rid of the ticket. Just sort through it. It just takes a lot of time to do. So it's like, it shouldn't be a problem. There's a lot of players that we could easily have fulfill this role who are trustworthy, good, honest players and wouldn't mind helping out. It's not like a 24-hour job. You know, you're on a Zeppelin. You can fucking solve 10 tickets while you're waiting for the Zeppelin. That's fine. But yeah, we're totally understaffed. It brings me to the next point, was that the rules were not decided by the staff of this project. The rules for the game that we enforce in the Discord and in the game, they were written over half a decade ago by a dumb bro, and really no one else had a say in the matter. And we can say, well, people on the staff are together, blah, blah, blah. But no, like, I believe that responsibility falls on the highest rung of the ladder. So when there's rules that were written, I look at whoever's in charge and I say, you're the one with the authority to change them, and you choose not to. The rules were made back on, well, the rules have been around since Elysium and we won't change them. Okay, well then we didn't vote on them.
Elysium did so well, dude. I am sure you want to have another Elysium.
I know.
This isn't
I
rules voted on.
Oh my god. Like, if you wonder why the private servers got a terrible reputation, it was because of Elysium. Okay? And by the way, Whitekidney was on Elysium. He didn't get directly caught for doing anything unlike Shena, but he was in Elysium. Think of that what you will.
Are decided by the staff of this project. That's that simple. Might as well just fucking rip the rulebook right out of Blizzard and had Blizzard make the rules for us. That's more so a grievance that I have, but it's again like that's not how it should be. And if it's gonna be like that, then we can't fucking play the opposite on other subjects. You know, you can't say, well, the staff has to decide on the rules for the game. Well, no, we wrote them years ago. Okay, well then I'm just gonna fucking do what I want as a developer, and you don't get to vote on it. Sorry.
Gian, don't tell them who the real Alex in chat is.
You're not a developer. It's that simple. So yeah, it's frustrating. Frustrating, and a lot of players don't like it, and a lot of staff don't like it. You know, like I said, the multi-boxing rule is just kind of bullshit. The fucking in-game briefing rules are bullshit, or at least should be addressed in some regard. On to the next point, yeah, despite this, they still demand half staff meetings regarding any of my development decisions. The amount of bullshit I had to deal with things like uncapping rested experience, allowing 0 XP rates, in-game jokes like the tracks and Keswick thing has completely been sickening. Like, especially the fucking tracks and Keswick thing, man. They gave me so much shit over that, and players love it. So it's just like...
They really got him in trouble for making that meme. That was the best feature in the freaking server. You've seen it, right?
No, what is that?
They made an Alexensual reference of like an NPC.
Oh,
like
yes,
this,
I've seen, yes.
That is so stupid if they got mad at that.
They got mad?
They got like so much good free publicity from that thing. It was on the subreddit, people were making fun of it, people were making videos.
That's based.
How is that bad? We have to be professional. Oh, professional.
Really, do I really care?
Sorry, what?
No, I don't, sorry. Like, you...
Sorry, what?
No, I was just gonna say, it seems just like they're up to nefarious things. Like, why would they need everything to be so bureaucratic? Why would they want
remove the soul?
Yeah, the structure. It seems like there's other shit going on. It seems like there's other shit going on. Like he brought up earlier in the video that you know, Whitekidney had insider information about like Blizzard in China and all of that shit going on. So shit, I don't know.
That seems a little too schizophrenic for me. Like,
does it seem schizo-pilled?
Yeah, like you and random German guy that is not very bright, if I may say so myself, have like insider information on a 30 billion, $70 billion company's decisions.
They could have just.
Okay,
I mean,
wait.
China's got their...
You know that the stock is gonna crash because they lose half their players overnight, and instead of doing anything like shorting the stocks to make millions, you just open the server that day.
Well, I don't know. I'm not saying it's like Whitekidney's in charge with the Chinese CIA and stuff like that. Like he's talking to them. I'm not saying it like that tinfoiled. I'm just saying he might know a guy in China. And in Chinese intranet, we don't see what the hell's going on over there.
They have less information than we do.
Yeah, and they if they know something's happening over there, like people in China, like generally, like there's buzz going on about it. Like he could just know somebody in China and be like, all right, well, you know, we'll keep things nice and bureaucratic. So when the gold botters come over and, you know, our Western player base is already settled within the server and doesn't want to, you know, give up on their level 30 character, you know, the Chinese boost would be good for us.
Oh yeah, that part is true. Like I am not saying he didn't collude with the Chinese gold sellers. I'm saying like him knowing like private information, trade secrets of a $70 billion corporation is feasible. Okay?
No, I think that's feasible. I think that's totally feasible. It's like if you like over here, like people knew Blizzard was starting to suck way ahead of time.
That's not a trade secret.
People exactly, but like over in China, there's probably a social sentiment, not so much as corporate, and so like the average Chinese WoW players like screw this shit.
Yeah, but how that relate to Whitekidney knowing a business decision would happen 6 months down the line? I don't think.
Well, even, I mean, why?
I don't think even Blizzard knew. Because Blizzard had a negotiation that failed. I don't think they intended this to happen. They just messed up greatly.
Maybe I am CIA pilled on this, but I feel like, you know, culture dictates everything. And if you had information like on how a video game is doing with the general population, for instance, somebody even in Sweden or Finland or something, you could tell later on down the road if trade's going to be well and prosperous or if there's going to be huge cutoffs.
Oh sure, maybe that is like a possibility that he knew that like in this time of year Chinese people have more free time or something, and he chose that time to pander
Yeah,
to the Chinese. That
exactly.
could happen. That could be
Exactly.
possible.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's more social. I don't think it's like CIA, like he's going in there and shaking hands with Bobby Kotick.
If you shake hands with Bobby Kotick, he steals your cheese and runs away on a motorbike.
The skin melts off your hand.
Yeah, like he does this thing where he like remember that summer we met him in a bar? It was great. Like, hello, Mr. Kotick, we love your game, and he was like, Waluigi, and run away. He's a man of few words, but he's very charming. Remember when he shot you in the leg with a paintball gun, and he was like, Waluigi?
Yes, I'm still suffering the consequences.
He was like,
he ate all the cheese in my fridge.
He makes a
All right, let's get back to the video.
He makes a great grilled cheese.
You're gonna fucking give me a bunch of bullshit over that? I really don't care, dude. The players like it, and if you don't like it, well, that just makes me like it even more at this point. And it's an homage to private servers of the past with the same player base, the same faces, the same people. Now, Alex Central was in the Discord earlier this year before he got banned for fucking having a meltdown. So it's like, I guarantee you he knows that that's in game and has seen that himself. And he probably has warm butterflies in his heart, or maybe some grievances. I don't know, and I don't care. But I think it's fucking hilarious. I think players appreciate it. I think it's something that players can see that's not impactful in any regard, in any way. And just think, wow, the developers really do care. People who run this place really do care. And I've been told multiple times to remove it, and I just straight up refuse. Every time I get told, I just say, yeah, don't worry, I'll get to that later. I pull a Whitekidney and I say, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll get to that later, and knowing full well that I never will. So that's his favorite tactic to use, and I personally hate that because it's lying, but you know what, I fucking flip that coin on him when I need to. Everything in the project is compartmentalized. No one has any clue what's going on. Information is shared on a need-to-know basis. I had one developer ask me, the lead developer, what the dynamic respawn rates were today. Just today. I couldn't answer that. I don't have access to that information. You'd have to ask Whitekidney or Bully Mully. Bully Mully doesn't know what the parameters really do because he's not a VMangos developer.
Sounds
he's got
like
computer
communism.
skills, but if you ask him to fucking change dynamic spawns to include only level 40 mobs with a respawn timer of 3,800 milliseconds or below, he wouldn't know what to fucking change. I have to tell him exactly what I need to change. And that's fine because like his job is to handle the back end stuff, but you know, everything's so compartmentalized that we really don't have an idea what's going on. And everything is purposely kept in the dark while decisions are made behind closed doors. There's very little transparency with how things are run, and there's absolutely zero transparency regarding anything back end. I basically have to ask Whitekidney to get any information about anything, like especially with the world database tables. Like if there's a fucking creature that's has a bad spawn point on the server but it's not reflected in the dev server, I need him to get that information for me. If I need an update run to move the creature to fix it, I have to give it to Whitekidney and then hope that he gets around to it at some point that week. It's like trying to fucking get stuff done is just such a chore, if pointlessly, and there's just no transparency. I don't have access to logs or am able to audit, and he claims that auditing happens by the GM team, but I haven't seen it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the deal is there. The server is currently overrun with bots. By my estimate, 10% of the active players online at any given time are bots. It's an absolutely insane amount.
Bobby Kotick be like, those rookie numbers.
He's fucking rubbing his hands together right now. Bobby Kotick's like, yes, this is where he sends his bots to learn.
Yeah, Bobby Kotick is like, wait boys, how come he's pulling more bots than we are? Yeah, we're gonna send all the Blizzard developers right here. We gotta learn from this guy, okay? He knows what he's doing. We need at least 10% more bots for the quota this year. Now, I don't know, honestly, I think he's being a little conservative with that estimation. I think it could be a lot more.
I don't know why they don't just share all this information. Sorry for
no, go for it, go.
Continue. I don't know why they don't just share this information on a website or something. Like imagine a player counter, faction balance, all that stuff.
They have that stuff.
Do they?
Yeah, like...
Not very bright, I guess.
Oh, my dog is getting restless right now. She's right there.
Gotta get the poopy? Oh, they poopy.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna let her out. Give me a minute.
Good boy. Can we get
Oh,
a
it
one
seems
in
she
the
just
chat?
wanted to
if you
turn around.
guys...
She wasn't really wanting to leave. Okay, she's in air conditioner. She doesn't want to get out of here. It's really hot in here. Anyways, what was I
This
saying?
guy, blah blah blah, go spread anthrax on some letters, Ted. Voodoo Ray. It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think, you know, Ted Kaczynski is a fuck. I don't know, dude. That whole, I can't.
We
Jesus,
have
that
this
whole
tendency
comment,
in
I
our
don't know.
culture
I don't
to
know how to
take
decompress it or break
insane
it
people
down.
seriously. Do you realize that? We get this obsession in our culture to take insane people, clearly mentally
matter,
ill
I
people
guess.
seriously. I think that's the issue.
Amount of Chinese play for the game, and they constitute.
Oh yeah, as I was saying, I think he's being very conservative with this amount of bots. I think there's even more bots than that. I don't know if you agree with that.
To the majority of the players. And again, I'm not saying all Chinese players are cheaters, but a majority of cheaters are Chinese. So it's a fucking problem and it needs to be addressed. And we have one staff member who speaks Chinese, Tiger Hunter. He's a really nice guy. I like Tiger Hunter a lot. But he's the only GM who speaks Chinese, really. I think Criterion or one of the others, I think, speaks Mecha Blade, maybe speaks like a little bit of Mandarin. But yeah, the server is totally overrun by bots. By my estimates, like I said, 10% of the players are bots. Active players on the server are bots. Population simply does not matter when 2/3 of the population cannot speak English and actively work against our interests by botting and cheating. And again, it's fine if like there's a divide between who can really communicate because it's an international server, but it's a problem for the staff. The staff speaks English and we have not enough people that speak Chinese to actually interface with them. So it's like it's a problem that we can't stop and can't control. We can stop it and we can control it, but we choose not to. Yeah, and really, what are we going to do about it? We're probably going to end up having to ban China altogether just because we don't have methods to enforce it. Yeah, and again, this touches back on
That's so stupid.
That is so stupid. First of all, Chinese people use a VPN to even get in this site, so they
I know why. Yeah,
it's impossible to tell a Chinese an IP is Chinese.
Yeah, why would you even want that anyway? I mean, like, the social divide's one thing, but like, couldn't you implement some kind of server side translator? You could download. They have add-ons,
Chinese
don't they?
is famously very hard. Not even Google has a good translator for Chinese, dude.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I mean, there's say 7,000 Chinese players. One of them is probably gonna volunteer, but they don't want to do that. That's the problem. He's saying.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to find like Chinese speaking volunteers to help out with the bot problem, a lot of people would be like, yeah, I hate these bots, I'm gonna help out. But that people there don't want to have that people helping. That's the problem.
Command to stop banning bots really amplified that one. All right, on to the next point in the list, though. Yeah, that's the one thing that really did upset me, and I would say the very moment that I stopped respecting Whitekidney was that the way that the project was organized was there's a lot of staff doing different jobs, and Whitekidney's job was to finance the server. It's really all he had to do. He didn't have to put in any effort or any time. He just had to bankroll the project. And if we took donations, that'd be fine too. You know, if he was just kind of getting all the ducks in a row, that'd be fine. But we didn't take donations, and he didn't totally fund the server. He asked the staff to chip in to cover the cost of it. I don't know if that was just for the first month that he was looking for, but the second he went around asking staff to donate money, asked if I wanted to chip in, I almost laughed. I was lost at like laughing because I'm looking. I had like friggin' $20 to my name at the time. I'm like,
it's hilarious. Like the guy is like, you know, like taking donations from the public is immoral. Like,
interesting.
How is the server gonna be any more righteous? Muted. Like, they'll literally make the server, like, at least people have a say on what happens to the server when they donate and shit, but no, we gotta take money from the staff. It's not moral, guys. It's immoral.
Like, I work.
Selling gold is okay.
So much. I work 16 hours a day for free. Now you're asking me to fucking pay for this? Like, dude. that was your job, you know. I just that was disappointing. That was really disappointing. I remember when I saw that, I actually took off that day. That was one of the very few days that I had taken off the entire time of the project. So I was just not happy. I'm like, I went and played Dota all day. Like I can't even right now.
20 bucks on his name, but he's doing full-time unpaid work for Everlook. Not.
Can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, you muted me.
Oh, I was
dude?
muted. The chat could hear you, but I couldn't hear you, but you couldn't hear me.
Oh, really?
That was weird. I hope the recording didn't get messed up. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, like 20 bucks in his name, but he's doing full-time unpaid work for Everlook. Not only that, he lives in a first world country and he's a qualified coder. That is a little strange, gotta say. That is kinda strange. I know. It doesn't really reflect anything on the server. That is a weird life decision, I gotta say.
Simply don't trust Whitekidney. I've worked with him for 7 months. I don't trust Whitekidney. I don't have confidence in Whitekidney.
Vincent, I'm not saying that as a good sign of character, man.
I don't trust him. He's fucking damaged that too many times. And again, this is something that people already recognize within the private server community, or especially the VMangos development community. There's a reason why nobody else signed up to work on the project. No, I chose to because I care about the people who play the server and I wanted them to have a good experience. And if I had to work with Ted Bundy on the fucking project, I would, because, you know, what other options are there? But
now he's mentioning Ted Bundy. He has a list, dude. What?
Yeah, I'm not here to personally shit on Whitekidney. I'll never work with him again. It's that simple. And that's really just the extent of it. But he is the laziest person I've ever had the displeasure of working with, genuinely. He rarely shows up on time. He spends the bare minimum amount of time, and he puts the least amount of effort out of, like, anyone in the staff, really. Which sucks, because he's the gatekeeper of it. If he was just a fucking random person, it wouldn't be a problem, but he is the one with the keys to the castle and nobody else. So having to go through him is such a problem. It's not conducive to running an efficient project. I think he's dishonest. He's just a master of bullshitting. He'll say whatever he needs to say to get whatever fucking positive response from people. He'll never ever say anything negative that will disappoint people in that regard, unless it's some overarching decision. But you know, he'd rather respond with a fucking kidney dog meme picture to a serious question than just totally ignore it afterwards. He's a bullshitter, and he's always got an excuse to explain away failures. Really does. It's always something. Oh, X, Y, and Z came up. It's like, I don't care, dude. It's happened so many times that I start to feel bad. He was late the one week for like the 80th time, and he said, sorry, I was late. I had to call somebody. A friend I used to play Call of Duty with had died in Ukraine, and my first thought was, dude, you're 2 hours late. I don't give a shit. Like, I fucking don't care, dude. Yeah, people die every day. Sorry, I don't know this guy.
Whitekidney is the victim. Yeah, absolutely. He's the victim in this situation.
Games of I fucking don't care, dude. If your mom died, I would have a little bit more sympathy and say, well, I understand, you know. And I understand.
Least that unhinged World of Warcraft developer in the scene.
It's true.
Oh my god. Oh, my dog is moving now. ¿Qué haces, chiquita? I think she wants to get out now. We're gonna see.
Always Blue says, of course he said that. But how can you be flat broke and working 80 hours a week unpaid? I mean, maybe he's saving for something. I don't know. I like this guy. I like Wall. I think he's got a lot of good things to say. It's a shame to watch him leave. I do have a lot of criticisms, especially considering, you know, the Ted Kaczynski, some of these comments. But
sorry about that. My dog didn't want to get out so easily.
What's up, bud? She
is very emotional sometimes.
I mean, I don't I was just reacting to chat, and I like that Wall is a developer who's willing to release videos like this, and it's very reinforcing. You don't see a lot of these other developers doing this, giving their perspective and point of view. It would be really nice to hear all of them, and
It would be
you
a
hear
lot
what they
better
all
for the
have to
community,
say.
to know
It
who you
would be
shouldn't deal with.
great. Exactly. I want to hear other perspectives and stuff like that. But I appreciate Wall for doing it, and that's why I've always liked Wall. He's just there. He's there. He's letting you know what the fuck's up.
Yeah, we're making fun of him right now. Wall is a pretty cool dude. He's weird. Don't get me wrong. He is really weird. But he's a cool dude.
On a personal level, you obviously have obligations, but for me, I don't care, dude. I work really fucking hard and you're wasting my time. My time is valuable. And again, I work on this
Time is valuable. $20 to his name, 16 hours a day, volunteer work for free. I don't know, this is what I'm talking about. It's just strange, I shouldn't make too much fun of the guy because I did play his server, but I don't know, that is just
I wouldn't take that literally. Like maybe, like I say that sometimes, like when I don't want to go out or, $20 to his name, some motherfucker's got to pay rent. And if he's spending a lot of time on the server, maybe he's dealing with, savings issues. We don't really know.
I got no
but
idea.
I think that's only something we can really speculate on.
But it does seem like a really strange decision, that you're broke and you're dedicating your life to do volunteer work for free at the moment instead of...
Yeah.
Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Instead of getting your money.
Yeah, I mean, like... I struggle to having sympathy for something like that. Like if it was Gummy's case, who he has a legitimate disability and cannot really work because he has leg problems and whatever. Okay, I can see that. I can see why somebody in that situation would have time to do volunteer work. I know it's just a strange thing to say in this context.
Project for free. I quit a high-paying job. I was making $45 an hour doing television production up in New York, and I quit that job to fucking work on this shit full time. So, you're wasting 2 hours of my time, but you're not paying me $90. So, I don't know how you expect me to really care. I don't. Sorry. Not to sound cruel, but it's just it doesn't fucking matter to me, dude. And I'll recap and say this. There's no evidence of corruption, and if you ask me, I don't think that Whitekidney is selling gold or selling accounts. The issue is there can never be any evidence. He is the sole person who controls all information. So
and this is probably why he withholds so much data from the backend to Wall.
I'm thinking.
Because if he could see all the logs, he could right away see, did somebody create gold out of thin air? There you go. Because they have logs to see which admin does everything. They go console gave this player 7,000 gold. Wait a minute. Who did that? He could go, so that's why he withholds the information. That's that would be a great reason to speculate that he might be doing that for that reason, for example.
He's the only one with access to anything, and we basically have to trust him. And again, I don't trust Whitekidney, so it's that simple. Again, I don't think that there's corruption, but I sent Vincent the DM he had sent me. He very bluntly said to me in DM, Whitekidney, he said, there will never be evidence of corruption because you'll never have access to it. You'll never have access to any of the logs or anything that can prove it, and there'll never be evidence. So, just stop worrying about it. That right there. And I directly told him after that, I'm like, dude, do you realize how fucking little people trust you? Everyone thinks you're shady already, and you're just trying to make yourself as shady as possible at this point. You think that you'd have a little bit of more fucking intuition to not say things like that make people even less trustful of you. I guess he doesn't realize just how little people actually trust him. I don't think that he realizes on a personal level that he is viewed like a drug dealer. He's like a drug dealer. Yeah, people smile and they act friendly to you because you're selling them drugs, dude. You're selling them weed. They're not gonna fucking make fun of your haircut, tell you that you're an idiot, because then they don't get what they want.
That's what friends do.
Supplying, I don't think that
that's
they would.
That's a brilliant analogy.
I don't think that they would let you fucking
That's
manage.
True, right? A drug addict goes this guy's a scumbag, this guy's a criminal, but at the same time he wants to heat up the spoon. So he just goes along with it. You know what I mean? That's a great analogy. I'm gonna use that analogy.
Manage their Roth IRA. I'll tell you that. I don't think anybody would trust you with that. Oh, and It's just how it is, dude. And it's because of the way that you act and the actions you've taken in the past. You should at least consider that in your decisions and say, well, if people don't trust me, that's fine. I want to help rebuild it. But he doesn't care. He's fucking, he's a plastic person. He's a $3 bill. I've defended Whitekidney myself the entire time of the project. I've always stood up for him. I've always had nothing but nice things to say about him. And oftentimes I found myself saying nice things about him and defending him for the sole sake of the project. I don't want to say I'm bullshitting at that point, but it's really hard to say, oh no, Whitekidney's the most fantastic guy. I love working with him. It's certainly not true. He is the most frustrating fucking person to work with. It really is. And there's a reason why nobody else wants to work with him. So it's just, it is how it is.
That's why Wall was the only developer that was like, because Gum is busy, he doesn't have time, he was just helping out with whatever he could, but he wasn't like putting in massive amounts of work into this. And I'm not blaming him, like he has a life, he's doing this to like help out. But like Wall was the only developer available in that freaking server for no other reason that nobody wanted to work with Whitekidney.
Yeah. And he's very outspoken too, which helps.
Yeah.
Communication with the community.
And again, like he has a good point. Like if Whitekidney was like, okay, people do not trust me, but I want to rebuild my reputation, I want to redeem myself in front of the public, he would have acted in that way. He would have been happy that Wall is being transparent. He would have like tried to share as much information to the public as possible to make sure that people were like, okay, there's nothing weird going on here. But he chose not to do that. Foolishly, I think. Well, not foolishly, but like if he's actually up to something wrong, that would be a very wise thing to do. But if not, that's very foolish.
Yeah, true.
But he should really consider this. And the project has only been successful in spite of him, not because of him. I want to make that very clear. That is not,
I agree.
It is not a brag or a boast on me in any way. I think it's just a criticism of him. This project is a team effort. It took a lot of people to get to this point, and it sure as shit wasn't easy. And I really don't think that there's been any point where I said, wow, I'm glad Whitekidney's running a show. No, exact opposite. I often find myself thinking, man, if I wish Radix was running the show, because then Radix would at least be online and be present and be responsive.
Except that time he left the server for 2 weeks and let it be overrun with bots and hackers. And then he came back and banned all the staff that were supposed to work on that. Yeah, that part we don't tell.
The rise of based Radix.
Get high and fuck his girlfriend for 2 hours in the middle of a meeting. Or tell me, hey, I'm gonna go have drinks with the boys. I'll be back in 3 days. Oh, server crashed. Shit, guess we're not playing for a couple days. Sorry. You know, it's like, it doesn't really work, dude. You have to get your priorities straight, or at least understand that if you don't have the time to do that, or don't have the means to do that, you have to give other people the ability to take care of it. And again, it's a trust issue that he has. And he claims that he left Highjaw because Nolan ordered the server hardware and without his permission and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, so you're claiming that you left Highjaw because you don't trust Nolan. And what Nolan says is that he doesn't trust you because you were the only one with root access to the server. And he didn't like that. And he wanted root access as well because he was the fucking developer. Now, I'll tell you this right now. I trust Nolan a lot more than I trust Whitekidney. Nolan hasn't really been active in the scene anymore since Highjaw. He still runs Raspy a while. But those two used to be good friends. And Whitekidney says, oh, I don't really know that guy. And Nolan says, yeah, he was a really good friend of mine. And he just got really shady. Yep. And all the same people, too. All the same people say, see, I told you that this would happen once the news broke out that I'm leaving Everlook. I said, I already knew it would happen. I chose to do it anyways, despite knowing that, because who else would? You know, who else would do the job that I did? I couldn't name another person. Or if there was, they're gone. Those bridges were burned long ago, and he just burned another. I'm not here to shit on Whitekidney. It's just
really
personality issues.
That's what I want to. That's what I want to hear.
Hey, coming to America, you want to get a drink? I'd be fuck yeah, dude. Let's fucking hang out and chill. You know, that'd be fine. But I certainly will never work with him on a project again. Neither him nor Dumbro in particular. I got no personal spite against the Dumbro. I think he does a good job. He works hard, but he's a fucking bureaucrat type. I don't like that kind. If this was an office building that we were working in and I was getting paid, then I'd be a little bit more accepting of that idea, but it's not. So trying to fucking pretend that it is just pissing me off, I'll tell you that. All right. Well, this brings us on the last point.
Valley S is looking for a Discord link.
Oh, I got a Discord link to
I
Wallcraft.
believe that the project is being hamstrung for the sake of being like Northdale.
It's not vanilla
when
though,
we
it's
can
just
be
like a
better
custom
than
server,
Northdale.
I
We shouldn't
warn you.
aspire to be Northdale.
No,
we
to
should
yours,
aspire to
I
be
assume.
better than Northdale. We shouldn't even think about Northdale. We're already in many regards better than Northdale. And by the time BWL rolls around, we could have 15,000 players playing the server if we were doing things right. But I don't see that happening. And it's because we purposely restrict further advancement of the game for the sake of no changes, despite a super majority of players enjoying the small things or simply not caring. I don't think that this is a
Wall is in the
custom
chat.
project in any means. I don't ever
Giga
plan on
Chad
adding
Wall.
custom shit, but
What
if something
chat?
is small and minor and is a quality of life update, I'll happily do it if it makes the game better, okay? Like, I don't think anybody has really complained about
Okay, Wall's statement is, I hope you continue to enjoy the server, it is the best that we are gonna get, but my gripe is more so with the staff than anything else.
Oh, we get that.
We totally get that. And I mean,
It's
yeah, I'm
coming
poking
across
fun at
very
you for saying
clearly.
some weird stuff that, you know, that, like, to be fair, you probably should, like, this was off the cuff, you probably should have, like, wrote it down first or something. But I agree with you. This is mad shady, and I agree with you. I would have left too. Like, on that part, you're absolutely right. This is
True.
awful. And the server is gonna collapse without you. Like, that's one point that I haven't made yet. The server is fine right now. Wait until wait until problems pop up, okay?
Well, the thing is the transparency. Like, Wall's the only one who fucking talks.
Yeah, but that's not even
And,
it.
like
Wall is the
when-
only guy that codes. Okay, if the server is,
Yeah, and talks. Like if people
what's
don't
gonna
know what's
happen when
going
we need
on.
another raid tier? What's gonna happen when BWL comes out? Who's gonna code that? Who's gonna make that happen? What's gonna happen
I'll be
when there's a
level
new bug?
35 by then.
What's gonna happen when the server crashes? Wall was the last guy working on it, and now he's gone. So, like, that's not even like the corruption thing. Honestly, I know I'm gonna sound like an asshole. I think I could live with the corruption thing. But the thing is, like, the server is gonna get worse and worse and worse now. Because the last guy who was implementing stuff is gone. Right?
Yeah, totally agree. And transparency is important for a project like this. Because, like, even if you have issues with, like, BWL and, like, all of this content coming out, if you don't have somebody who relays this information reliably and can be straightforward, and if you don't have access to this information, there's no reason to stick around at all.
Exactly.
But like if they said, oh, if there was a way for them to be like, oh, we recognize there's bugs, we're aiming to fix this, we don't have a coder who knows how to do it right now, that would be even better than just nothing, which we've been getting, other than Wall's videos, which is great.
Like, transparency is the #1 enemy of corruption. Not only because you can know that people are corrupt, it is very hard to embezzle money. It's very hard to, like, create gold on thin air if there's 10 people watching what you do.
Exactly.
Like, I am not saying that's proof of what Whitekidney is doing, because he very wisely set it up in a way that it is impossible to know if he's doing it. Unless, like, somebody keeps tracks of every name in the server and finds that a new rank 14 character appeared out of nowhere one day. Yes. And, you know, like, people don't understand that. People think, like, because I get, you know, like, transparency is a word that's thrown out at things that it has no meaning anymore. I get it, but transparency is really the #1 enemy of corruption. Transparency stops a lot of these things. Because if you get caught, when you're transparent about your logs, when you're, like, gather your books and everything, and people can see what you did all year, it is very hard to do stuff like this. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Tinker or Gizlock working as he should, despite it not being Blizz-like. I don't think people have noticed that he doesn't cast the Goblin Dragon Gun if you're not in melee range. Wow, cool. So, like, it doesn't change the game. It's just making the fucking AI of a boss fight better. I'm happy to do that. There's a million fucking small little things that can be done to make the game better without changing the game at all. The idea that we let a handful of outspoken people dictate staff decisions simply because they are loud is insane. I think only 8 to 10 people complained about training dummies in total, and most of their complaints stem from gaining weapon skill, which I fixed immediately because, again, that's impactful to the game. If you're getting weapon skill off a training dummy, that's a problem. It's changing the game. But the training dummy itself doesn't fucking change the game. And I think every player who's gotten their prebus at this point has been pretty appreciative, be able to test their DPS and test their parses, and they're there too, mostly for me. And I could, if it really came down to it, the training dummies wouldn't be removed. They would be moved to Programmer Island, and I would be the only one to have access to them. And that's because I kind of need them to test shit out in the game. It's a lot easier for my job. Either they are GM only, or players can have them. But that's the decision. And again, I think it's one of those things that just doesn't fucking matter. I think it's just one of those things that people have too much time on their hands and not enough to talk about, so they like to blow up something, and it's already been forgotten. I don't think it's been even mentioned in the last 2 weeks. People have forgotten about them, just like everything else. Nobody fucking remembers. Nobody cares. They talk about it a lot, very vocally, when it happens or when it gets announced, because they have nothing else going on. It's the fucking hot button issue. So, like, letting people dictate policies is ridiculous, but the fact is that I still receive criticism from the staff and not the players over it. Players have forgotten, but the staff surely hasn't. In the staff's mind, it's been a fucking problem. It's like, you can remove them yourself, dude. I don't really care to. Yeah, for everything, and for every little thing. And there's a lot of things that are hard to argue against because they're.
Is the Darrow Shani saying some passive aggressive thing about Wall right now? I cannot read that message. What's it supposed to mean? Wall should not surprise. Wall living should not surprise you. That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, that is kind of odd. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised, but like at the same time, especially after this explanation, it kind of makes a lot of sense.
I am not surprised just because like other YouTubers told me, and like 2 or 3 people from the freaking inner circle of those guys, they were like, dude, don't play on Everlook. Dude, the server is gonna blow up. Dude, they are gonna destroy your computer. Do not do it. They wouldn't tell me what was going on. They refused
People
to
have
tell
been
me
saying that since last year.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really take them seriously, but I kind of knew something was going on because like everybody at once told me, but they didn't want to tell me what was going on because they knew I wasn't gonna leave a stone unturned.
Gonna milk it.
I just cannot take this shit, dude. Like milk. Somebody's doing something shady. Medina's with the hammer of justice. You know that. That's no cap. But
Medina
no.
with the hammer of justice as soon as like Judge Judy.
Absolutely. But the thing is, like, without this context of people warning me, like, oh, dude, everything is gonna blow up. You should get a nuclear fucking basement. Without people telling me that shit, I would be pretty surprised because Wall was putting so much work into this to just be like treated like this. I know this is just foolish of Whitekidney. There's no way the server is gonna implement decent content now.
Lena says Whitekidney is like oil and Wall is like milk. The two don't mix. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go get a glass of milk. I'll be back momentarily.
Calcium.
They're not visible. Like, it's not a fucking Trax and Keswick dancing in Ashenville. It's like some minor spell mechanic that people don't realize. Oh, this 6 demon bag doesn't share a cooldown with the Gnomish Netomatic projector because he uses the 1.12 cooldowns, even though it's patch 1.2. Nobody fucking cares. It's a quality of life update. People don't like pressing their 6 demon bag and having all their engineering trinkets go on a 30-minute cooldown for no reason. That was fixed in the original game, and I'm going to use the final state cooldowns because it's just better. Makes the gameplay better. That's really what I care about. That's why you have fucking Warsong Gulch coming out in a month. Actually, 2 weeks. Because nobody wants to wait 4 months for it. It's better gameplay. That's what I care about. Yeah, same case with the 0 XP games. There have been literally 0 complaints outside of staff over being able to disable experience games in-game. It's technically Blizz-like because of the Chinese client thing, like I mentioned earlier in the video, but nobody complained about it. Not a single person complained because it doesn't affect them, and if it does affect them, it's because they want it to. They want to shut their experience off so they can play their twinks wherever they want without worrying about ruining their account. And again, it makes for better gameplay. I will do whatever I can to make the gameplay better. If I have to change leeway or adjust batching or move some mob spawns so they're not linked because it fucking chain pulls everything. It's like, I will happily do whatever it takes to make the gameplay smoother, and the fact that I am being restricted from doing that, not arbitrarily, based on, I don't know, some sort of, 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 I don't know, some sort of the structure of trying to get stuff done around here, but because of the fucking complaints too, is just insane. And again,
Yeah, the
it's
Milkies?
always a complaint about the same 4 or 5
You sleep in
subjects,
the
but they
Milkies, Mia?
fail to mention the fact that I have a
Oh, yeah, bud.
50,000 line insert that readjusts tons of stuff in the game.
Come on,
Nobody's
we'll
noticed,
name drop
nobody's
some serial
complained.
killers.
I don't think anybody's been complaining about proc rates. In fact, the one item that actually did have some recent complaints was Furball Medicine Pouch. I had fucked up the spell power scaling, but that already got fixed, so get fixed right away, whatever. I don't want to sound like I'm angry or salty here, but I'm just trying to break through this list, so I'm talking fast. I've only got 2 more points on...
Yeah, sure.
Just one more
Oh,
point. In
Vincent
fact,
popped in
we
that voice.
could have had many
up,
more
baby?
features,
No,
like
I mean,
deathless high scores
in the video.
for hardcore players, PvP rank high scores, many other small gameplay features which could be implemented through our website and not in-game that would have no impact on the game. Like being able to see on a website's high score sheet who has died, and based on their level, you know, being able to see who's level 60 and hasn't died yet.
Okay, do you wanna have like a total conspiracy theory of why Whitekidney didn't wanna have a scoreboard that said every kill in the game? Do you wanna hear it again? Do you wanna hear it?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gone again. Okay, because
No,
if you
I'm
wanna
drinking milk.
if you wanna spawn a rank 14 character out of nowhere, people will go like, who is this new rank 14 guy? And they will look him up on the kill logs and they are like, wait a minute, he has no 3,000 million kills that he needed to hit rank 14. How did this happen? Dun dun dun. Aluminum foil.
Effectively adds the hardcore game mode without actually adding it in the game. All this stuff could be done on the web end or on the back end without changing the game whatsoever. It would have zero impact on the game. We choose not to, though, for whatever fucking reason. And I don't know if it's just a combination of laziness or apathy, but these are many, many features that players absolutely would love. And waiting for people to demand something is a terrible business strategy. You want to give it to them before they even know they want it. So
That's the
you
Blizzard
introduce something,
strategy.
and people say,
Wait
wow,
for 3 years while
this
people
is
beg you
amazing.
to like
I'd
remove
never
some
even thought
stupid
of
shit.
this concept, but I love it. Why didn't we
Because
think of this before?
Costas
Instead
has
of
to smell
waiting
so
for
many
people to
of his own
fucking
farts, he
cry
cannot
for
really
3
work.
years, why can't we have this? It's like, why can we not just preemptively make good decisions? And again, it boils down to laziness and apathy. Nobody wants to put in the work. I have
Wall dropping some heat in the chat right now. Wallcraft is back in full swing and will have upcoming duel tournaments with cash prizes for winners, derived from half of all the donations received through Patreon.
Oh my god!
That is something else.
Do you need
That's
a team of
something else.
casters for the tournament?
Hey,
I own
man.
a suit. And
I
Gian
can
has a
spam the
radio
one
voice. Do
button
your radio voice.
like a motherfucker. I can spam the one button. All right, let's finish watching this video. Based, though. That would be awesome, Wall.
happily would, and I wouldn't mind doing it. The problem is I'm not a web developer. I don't handle the web stuff, and I'm not good with websites.
You own a suit for church, right?
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my god.
So I would do it in game, but it can be done on the website, and it shouldn't be hard. You know, I can help out set up the database to provide the right information for that. So yeah, it's again another point of frustration. I probably could have gone through these points in a little bit better of an order, but I sat down the one day and wrote down on Notepad stuff that was pissing me off and why I've lost all motivation to work on the project. Really, there's a lot of people that do count on me, and that's what's disappointing, honestly, and that's why it was a very tough decision. I spent an entire week just thinking about it. In fact, this was the first week that I've left my house really to do things that weren't just like going to the store to buy smokes and cigarettes in the past 4 months. I went out and saw my buddy's band play the other night. Went out and had some drinks and hung out with this one girl, and it was just like trying to get my mind off shit. So it was nice to get out. It kind of reminded me, you know, what I've been giving up. I look in the mirror, man, and I see pictures of myself before starting the project, and I see what I look like right now, and man, it's not pretty. I've probably lost.
You know that picture of Obama when he became president and 8 years later?
Yep.
Lost maybe 15 pounds just fucking eating like fucking pauper, man, trying to work on a project and not having time or finances to fucking continue on with that. You know, it's one of those things where right now, I really want to just fucking not worry about this. And I guess that brings me to my next point. If I'm going to worry about something, I'd rather just worry about my own project. I've got Wallcraft to worry about. This past week, I've booted back up Wallcraft, and I was playing it for a little bit, just enjoying it. And it just made me realize just how good the game really can be. There's a big reason why I don't play anymore. I develop, not just because I enjoy developing more, but because Wallcraft is just better. Like, sorry, Wallcraft is just fucking better in every way. Basically, Wallcraft is what vanilla WoW would be if anytime you said, huh, why wasn't it like this? Or, man, it would make more sense for it to be like this. Well, that's already like that on Wallcraft. It's already been done, for all the little things that you see, and you just say, huh, this would make more sense if it was. It's already taken care of. Like, it's already fixed. All the little minor problems. Even just the other day, I was trying to mess around with some testing on stuff. Goblin Mortar, as I was fixing it on Everlook, and I was reminded how I can't open the targeting reticle while moving. I have to be standing still to open up the AoE targeting reticle for any class, a Mage's Blizzard or Rain of Fire. You have to stop moving to open up the targeting reticle before casting. That doesn't happen on Wallcraft. Like, Wallcraft, it works. It just works. Shit just works. All the problems, all the little minor things that aren't Blizz-like, obviously. It's custom, but it's just how it should be. It makes more sense. Classes are developed, the classes are reworked, all the items are restatted. There's entirely new map zones. You can go into the full Karazhan raid in vanilla WoW using your 1.12 client on Wallcraft. The game obviously is magical, but it's not magical because it hasn't changed. It's just magical because it's good. That doesn't mean there isn't so much more that can be done and so much more potential that can be realized in the game. I think that's really the next step. There's been other custom projects that have attempted it. V Plus and Turtle Hour are really the big two. V Plus, I think, just had really bad vision in terms of what makes good development. I don't think the developers really have a grasp on what is good. And Turtle WoW is an entirely different ball game. It's more like RP Andy type stuff. I'm not gonna knock them, but it's just not my personal thing. Wallcraft is for high octane, hardcore gamers, people who will sit there for fucking 16 hours a day and just play like a damn fiend. The game is designed. Wallcraft is designed to be the truly the last vanilla that you'll ever want to play or ever have to play. It's an endless vanilla conquest experience.
I'm cooming.
I go back on Wallcraft and I log in for 5 minutes and I'm just immediately reminded why it's hard to play real vanilla anymore. I plan on going back to developing Wallcraft. I really do. I want to finish up the rest of the player housing systems that I've added. I want to finish up the guild-based system.
Fuck. Holy
Rogue
crap.
And Warlock are the last two classes.
Yes.
Bobby!
That huge. Imagine a player housing system, huge. And I know that sounds to some people they might not like that, but I feel like changes like that can be huge for vanilla World of Warcraft and keep the land of Azeroth as the center stage for the game without adding new lands and crazily, new expansions.
There is so much unused content in the game. Like, for example, there's this entire zone called Hyjal. It is finished, but it's not used. You could put like a whole thing in there.
Yeah. It's just stuff like that, dude. Like,
like a level 61 zone right there. Fuck it.
Amazing. That would be a lot of fun.
God damn, dude.
Reworked, and they've been on the back burner for a year now, so I'd like to get them taken care of. I'd like to launch Wallcraft in the future. I'd like to really work on that and put my time and effort into that. It's not going to be anytime soon. I don't plan on launching it while Everlook is active, or at least until like Nax. I think Wallcraft is the way of the future, really. It really is. And anybody who's gone on Wallcraft has immediately agreed. It's just better. It's vanilla that is never stopped continued development. That's really the philosophy behind it. It takes the Alpha WoW design principles, all the unfinished content in vanilla, and fully refurbishes it, finishes it, and adds it into the game. Stuff like player housing that they originally wanted to do, but they were technically limited to. We don't have those limitations anymore. It's just a lot of work to do, but I'm the man for the job there. I don't know. I thought about doing some fundraising, and I had a Patreon page open, but
Oh my god. The Darkshire Johnny is like getting passive aggressive again. We gotta watch out.
Personally, I'm not comfortable with soliciting any type of donations or asking for money. I've never
Can you update those of us that are late to this news? Whitekidney, shady Whitekidney refuses to share information with the main developer that makes his job very hard. They are treating him like a dog, and he's a little weird, not gonna lie.
begged
Also-
for money of my wife, and I've never taken charity in my life. I'd rather go hungry. So that's probably the biggest roadblock of Wallcraft, though, is just I got to go get a day job, basically. I got to go pay these bills, buy dinner, and keep the power on. I really need a new setup, too. My computer is getting really old. I can't run Blender anymore. Python 3 no longer is compatible with Windows 7. I'm using a 750 Ti, and a 15-year-old AMD processor. It's just not really holding up.
I used
Ace,
Windows
though.
7 until 3 months ago. I feel you, brother. I just didn't want to install Windows 10. Like, I could run it, but I didn't want to do that shit. Time to get Whitekidney on your channel and keep his head on the story. I don't think he would like
idea.
that, but he's more than welcome to do that. Are you kidding me? Do you think I would skip that opportunity? Radix didn't want to...
Tell him to.
Radix was the
upload
one
a
that
fucking
refused
video.
comment. Okay? Radix was the one that refused comment. Do you think I'm scared of Radix or Whitekidney?
I'm terrified, dude. I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, he's gonna
actually.
come with body
And
codec
I
and he's
check-
gonna be like, Waluigi!
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my
I'm
god,
terrified.
Lina, like,
Shaking
please
it.
don't die on hills that you shouldn't die on. Like, okay?
So, yeah, I got to square away some dough and try and get the ball rolling on that one.
Bowl rolling.
I think that wraps up all the points on the list.
Okay. And that cut off. Damn, dude, that's a lot to take in. And by a
That
lot, I mean
really
very
is,
little
holy
spread
crap.
to about an hour. Like, if we could get like a highlight of this next time, that would be great.
That would be nice.
Oh my god, dude. That's a lot to take in. Gian, are you gonna keep playing Everlook after this?
I don't know. It seems like since Wallcraft is up, why not?
I mean, I like Wallcraft. He has some cool ideas in there. Like, we tested it. Like, he invited us one time. We did like a couple...
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, we tried to raid Stormwind and failed. He has
I mean,
some cool
I don't
ideas
know,
for the
man.
classes. I
He's
don't-
got some great ideas, and
Yeah.
I think it's great, and like it sounds like an interesting project, and yeah, like dude, like everything. I really want to go to Wallcraft. It's just I would love to keep playing Everlook, man, but like at this point, the writing is on the damn walls. You know what I mean? Like that. What is the likelihood like that this is gonna be? You know. I don't know. I'm very torn now. I'm torn now. I was already starting to get torn a little bit earlier, but now it's starting to set in.
Yeah, man. Like, we all saw like the quality of the server getting worse. The more people getting. We keep getting the passive aggressive. This is awesome. Don't make me pull up the chat. Don't make me pull up the chat. This is not gonna be funny for. Oh my god. Like,
Oh crap! Monthly duel tournaments? Okay. Well,
read out
got
my
me
last
sold.
comments. Warcraft is in early alpha and not a fully fledged server. I don't discourage anyone from playing Everlook, and I hope the Everlook continues to grow. Well, thank you for doing that polite statement. I'm not gonna play though. That was what we were talking about though. Like, because here's my concern, okay? Do I really think it is unplayable if one guy sells money to the Chinese or whatever the hell happens behind the scenes? Because I
No.
don't know. No,
not at
I
all.
don't really care about that. Like, Blizzard is also evil, and I still play Classic. Sadly, there's not a lot of places to play WoW that aren't evil. But the thing is, the main developer of the project, by my opinion, the only like competent developer that was doing solid work into the project. Because again, Gummies is a great developer, but he wasn't doing like a lot of work because he was just helping out wherever he could. You know, it's not his fault. He's gone. What is gonna happen when BWL comes out? Who's gonna fix the bugs? Who's gonna fix fucking Neltarion Fields and whatever? Who's gonna fix the fucking Razor Gore? Do you got any idea how complex and terrible that fight is to code? who's gonna fix all the crashes? Who's gonna fix all the bugs? Who's gonna keep banning all the bots? Because now it is known that they will not ban any more bots, or that they will ban a lot less bots. Because Wall was like the main bot banner in the server, and he's not doing that anymore. So like the server is gonna be okay right now. It's gonna be okay for tomorrow. It's gonna be okay for a couple days.
I'd say months even. You know, I hope Everlook like works out, but as of right now,
Yeah, it's not gonna get better. It's not gonna get better.
I play classic servers for, you know, these vanilla servers for a certain kind of experience. That's not Blizzard. I want it to be what like Blizzard used to be, and I want open devs. I want transparency. I want to know what's going on with the goddamn server I'm playing. Like Wall was saying, I would love to make a ticket in the game and have a GM show up. I would love if the GMs interacted with people a little bit more. I would love a little bit more cameos, like that Alex Sensual reference. Based.
That was beautiful, dude.
It's a shame.
Yeah, they could do like dives banning people for wiping on Elixir. They could do like a lot of Easter eggs that would be really cute.
Yeah, that'd be fun as fuck. That would be amazing. And I think it would bring a lot of new players into the experience. Like I had a friend of mine recently who was going to jump on Everlook, and you know, he's a little bit apprehensive, and it just sucks now because
a lot of people were on the fence, and like if we had like a good 2 months, they would have come. And now I cannot in good conscience tell them to play, because I don't think this server has long-term future. It's gonna be like another copy-paste Lies Hope ripoff, and whatever bug or problem was in Lies Hope is gonna be here, because nobody's gonna fix the code now.
Apt Hardington says, so misinformed, so naive, so annoying.
He's the guy that's defending Angor. I don't know why he's so upset about that. He has a cute picture though.
Very cute.
Yeah. He's just a bear smiling.
I mean, like the Chinese like player base, I think that was great that they showed up.
I got no problem with Chinese people playing on the server. As long as they enforce the rules for them, I got no problem if Chinese wanna play here. The more the merrier.
Yeah.
Like, if we got Chinese people that happen to be bothers or cheaters, I got a problem with that. But it's just because they are Chinese, I got no problem with that. And that's the part that a lot of YouTubers in this community couldn't understand. Like, there was like a side that was like, we should ban our Chinese. And like, if you complain about a Chinese voting, you're racist. There was no person in the middle being like reasonable in this discussion. you know, Gian, you've seen it. You know what I'm talking about.
Imagine being called racist for banning bots.
Yeah. Is this community, dude. I don't know.
I love this community, and that's why I wanted to join. What I like about it is how close you can be to the developers, and it's just a shame that so few of them are willing to be transparent. Like Wall, like dude, I like there's somebody said earlier in the chat that Wallcraft was the PTR for Everlook before the PTR was even announced. It's true.
It is pretty sad. You know what, guys? I'm gonna leave in the comments a link to Wallcraft. You know, just out of courtesy. We're gonna see his development. I think he has some cool ideas for the classes. Please fix the Prot Paladin. I wanna play Prot Paladin. Wall.
Wall's got the Paladin obsession. Paladins are the Giga class.
Paladins do 2000% more damage. But go check him out, okay? He has some cool ideas.
Yeah.
He has some cool ideas. We're gonna see what happens to that. And what's gonna happen to the channel? I survived 8 servers taking a shit. I'm pretty sure we're gonna survive this one, guys. Just stay tuned. Subscribe. We're gonna find something to do. Okay? Cataclysm classic hype. No? See ya, boys.